Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies and a brand new week of readings. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to look at this week's energy. I've just put it on my candle here. I guess a little unprepared would be what I feel, but I don't really feel half the time I need to prepare to do this. I can just sit down here in my very well stocked I guess library of tools, I would call it. Yeah, I would call it that. And can just kind of, like, I don't know, just get into spirit mode, get it done. I'm grateful for this day. I feel very grateful. I'm a little sore because I shoveled like 3 times yesterday. But I'm grateful that at 53, I can go out and shovel 3 times and still live to talk about it. So let's see. Oh, I love it. Page of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Oh, and another 8. I love the way that 8 keeps coming out this month. Now, this week is a good week. It's a special week because it's the end of one month, the beginning of the next. So we're going to have a little bit of January, a little bit of February. We're going to just kind of slip into the next month, which is great. I'm getting called by the feminine, this one, this one, and I wasn't, so it just kind of, hey, come here. I'm still clearing. You know what helps though? You know, ever since I got that really bad cold, I feel like clearing a lot. I feel that also just doing more exercise, more movement, it probably clears out the lymph nodes. So if you have this, I would suggest is never stop moving. I really believe that when you stop moving the body parts and you know, inciting your body to do work, that's when we get into trouble. So yeah, it's good. Just keep moving. It's, you know, it helps. It does. But I am sore. Oh my God. My elbows, my back, my legs. Whoa. But it's good. It's a good sore. It's an exercise sore, so I'll take it. All right. Page of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Pentacles and Wands for the week. I like the Page of Wands. It's giving me a little boost of energy. It's that like that impulsive thing, you know, that impulsive new idea, a situation. It's fun, it's playing, it's active, it's optimistic, it's bright ideas. Plus a combination again of, for me, the 3 of Pentacles as a reader, personally, myself, it is a card of spirit. It's your spirit team coming in to help you. Okay, if you're new to my channel, I have a spirit team of Liam and Mona. Mona is my earth guide. Liam is like my warrior guide. I would call him. He's like, he's got a lot of protective energy. They both do, but he's like, you know, high in it. He's my centaur, and he's my young spirit. Look, he looks young to me, but tall and lanky and red. He's a ginger. And Mona is different. She's shorter, long, dark hair. Of course, these are images that I project, right? Because on the other side, there's really nothing. This makes it easy to connect with that energy. I would even call them even just holograms. They are angels. They are angels who are with me. They're more than guides. They're angels. Although I prefer to see them just as you would a human. Okay, so they're kind of just, you know, we keep it on the level. We don't go, you know, too high, too low. We just keep it on a level. Yes, of course. Now you need to be heard. You've been quiet all morning, but because I'm talking, right. Okay. She is steadily still trying to, I don't know, dig her way. I hear that female rabbits are diggers, especially if they haven't been fixed, which she has not. So she is a digger. So you might hear in the background. I've put some things down so that she does not dig through the floor or through the carpet, because she tends to eat it, so that's why you hear it loudly. I apologize. It's just to deter her a little bit. Okay, so having said that, I know I talk a lot at the beginning, don't I? Must annoy some people, I'm sure. But I'm Jane, I'm a Pisces, and I talk a lot. It's just a thing. All right, so this is my angels. That's where we were going. That's my card for angels, for guides, for that beautiful spiritual team that helps you. So you have great childlike kind of energy. Then you have your spirit team. And then you have work. So to me, it's just saying it's the same old week that we've had before. You're taking those brilliant ideas. You're checking in with spirit guides. And then you're getting to work. It's just chef's kiss, wonderful. All right, so let's do this beautiful Celtic cross. Now, what do I want to use? I'm going to use the Neoteric Feminine because I said I would. Let's take it out. I don't know why I'm doing the feminine deck, but I am using the feminine deck. Okay. So. All right, beautiful Pisces. Okay. Why am I not surprised? Okay. So it's a lot about this week. I feel you're tuning into your inner wisdom, your intuition. Okay. It's right down the line here. As soon as it came out, I felt it. It's like you're really going step 1, idea. Step 2, intuition, spirituality, inner wisdom. Step 3, work. I feel like it's the steps. And it's weird to say this, and it's not really, the mind is taking a back seat, which is making me really happy, and I will tell you why. Because you are acting intuitively. And I'm not saying that your mind is being completely ignored. That would be untrue. You can't do that anyway. It doesn't, I don't even know if that's possible. But your mind is not controlling the show. And I love to see that. I love to see that because the mind's supposed to be a tool. That's where it should, and not the tool. It's so funny. They're going, you know when somebody's being a tool? Well, our mind's been a tool for a while, and not in a good way. It's been a tool in helping us, like, say no, discouraging us, a lot of Page of Swords. I don't want to see any of that here. I don't want to see any of that here. I want you guys to go inside. I want you to listen to your inner wisdom, everything that you've learned. I want you to tap into that. I actually watched, something came on my feed and I watched it, and they said, you know, we're predispositioned to imprint on the negative of our minds. Like the negative things that happen, we hold on to it. The reason that is as well is something, it's to save us from harm. Okay, so it's something that we're going to be battling most of our lives. But it can be deprogrammed, okay? If something that happened has kind of scarred you, marred you, or whatever, you can deprogram it in time. So just, yeah, gratitude. Always saying, yes, that happened to me, but I got something out of it, or I will get something out of it, or I know better next time. You just keep repeating the same thing and vibing higher. You will eventually deprogram this. I feel like I'm all over the place today. So, not that, you know, probably all over the place all the time, Pisces, but okay, so I'm going to take the Energy Oracle because it's out here. Oh, there's one card that was forgotten there. As the block, I'm going to take a look, see. Woman holding a heart. Yeah, I'm going to need some, I'm going to need, ding dong, it's coming in. This is have to do with the feminine. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Let me find another beautiful, let me find a deck that we can do some, oh, there it is. I'm going to use, because we're going into February, I'm going to use the Everyday Tarot, because it's purple, and we're going into, I know, it's not quite Pisces season, but I claim February regardless. I always do. February's my month. I always go, it's my month, it's my month. I claim it right from the beginning to the end, so. Even though it's still kind of Aquarius season, right? Alright, so. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, so again, there's a feminine. The feminine's coming in as a block. Like, there's... What is this? Okay, what is this? Let's check. Let's check if there's anything in here. 44, and that's 8. It's a direct block to that movement. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Jane is being blocked. Okay. Okay, female dealing with family, love, or emotions. So, yeah, emotions might be getting in your way. There. This card, I'm going to put it reverse because it's the block, right? A state of being emotionally overwhelmed. And something with your concerning love and emotions could be turned upside down. It could refer to difficulty in a family matter or close friendships. It's time to let go or resolve things now. Okay? It could also be somebody who is negatively bringing a negative emotional influence in your life. And I tend to feel that because this is usually considered the mother card. So it could be somebody you see as a mother figure. It could be somebody who plays that role in your life that's kind of hindering something here. But there's definitely an emotional block, and it has to do with the heart, and it has to do with something you care about or someone you care about, because it is definitely blocking your way. If you didn't care about them, it wouldn't care. Woman holding a heart could be a mom. Mom holds our heart, okay? It could be somebody who's passed, and like I said, this may be an influence from the past. Okay, it could be a mom that's passed. Both my biological mother and my adoptive mother passed, and they had a great deal of influence in my life. So those thought patterns, those emotional connections are still there. It could be the same for you. It could be grandmother. It could be something, right? Definitely feminine, though. I'll have to tell you guys. I feel like it's a feminine energy coming in, and because, I don't know. Pay attention to this week, my beautiful Pisces. It's almost like a remnant of something that's holding you tied down to something, a very emotional reaction on your part. Very interesting. Very interesting that it came out like that. It's usually not that specific, but it is being very specific this week. So it is definitely some kind of, block. Ugh, okay. Jane... Yeah, I don't like getting caught up in stuff from the past. It really, I still deal with it. And little side note, you're going to always be dealing with your past. Okay? You may think, oh, I've dealt with all of that, and then something will come up and you'll be stuck in it for another little while. And you're going, how can I thought I had... every once in a while it wings you, and it's okay. Just don't stay stuck there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take the Sufi Tarot because I haven't used this deck nearly enough. I'm almost have the feeling I'd love to use this deck just primarily alone for a week. This could be something I end up doing, my beautiful Pisces. Okay, so this is your ground and your crown. So we're going to do the ground first. The Four of Swords. Oh, yeah, the resting. And the Shaw of Cups, this is emotional rest, okay? Look at this. This is like healing and rest, and he's the calm in the storm. He's the calm when there's problems. So I think they're saying actually to rest on that emotional roller coaster that's coming in. That's what I feel. I feel it's like take a moment to just rest and capture that emotional feeling, that stuff that's coming up, that's bubbling to the surface. Make sure that you rest and heal a lot. The Four of Swords is also about healing these things, right? So it's a period of recovery and healing. So make sure to take the time out that you need to deal with this, to reflect on it, to restore yourself. Your health will thank you for it. Of course, he's in meditation. I love that nature meditation, calm in the storm. Work on anything that you have been, all the special things that you have, created for yourself to create peace and harmony. You might have to take them out of the goodie bag this week to bring all of that back, okay? But that's your ground. That's how you're going to ground yourself back to center. How you're going to ground yourself back to center to get in touch with that. Maybe it has to do this week, Pisces, because we started out with a very feminine, and I started with a feminine deck who wanted to be. I mean, usually I scan the decks and something calls out to me. I wasn't even scanning the deck, and this deck was going, hey, come and get me. So there's a very feminine energy to this week. Maybe it's just tapping into that feminine. We've been really go, go, go with the masculine, okay? We've been working with the masculine and the feminine and the masculine, but we've been just kind of like passing the ball, right? The feminine idea, the receptiveness comes in, and we pass it to the masculine. Maybe the masculine is just kind of sort of doing... I don't know. We took a pause, we took a breath, we took a break, we took a coffee break, and some stuff came up, bubbling to the top, something in the feminine side, and the feminine energy came up, bubbled to the surface to be dealt with. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see what your crown is. Very interesting. Very interesting with the energy this week. Okay, Six of Swords is your ability to move on. Oh, I love this. Plus the fact that if you look at this picture regardless, okay, this is the boat, but look at it. It's a triangle. Triangle for me is spirit guides, and it's right on top of the spirit guide. So your ability to sail into the sunset. Okay, you will transition through this. You know it. I'm getting this feeling that you already know you're going to get through this. It's just, it's like a pause. It needed to be dealt with. Maybe it's just a little remnant of something. I have no clue. It's going to resonate with you in some way or another. It could be for what they're telling me. For some of you, it's something really small, something that you thought it was insignificant. It's a little thing. It's a little thing that bothered me, but I figured out it's, you just kind of pushed it aside. And some of you, it's going to resonate like a big, loud drum. There's going to be something that you thought, whoa, I thought I dealt with this, and it comes back to kind of just wash you down, okay? I feel they're showing me a big wave that kind of takes you out. Okay, it's like a wipeout, right? You're standing on the beach, you weren't expecting one. Oh, that's terrible. I've heard in the world that happened somewhere. There were big waves coming in. So they're showing me, you're going, oh, I'm fine here. And then kind of, just took you out, and you're going, what happened? What happened? Now, I feel the power of surrender that's calling me over here. It's going, psst. But I also have the messages from Spirit that is calling me. I usually use these on healing weeks. But where is it? I see the power to surrender. Where is... Oh, it's right there. They're one on top of each other. Okay. So which one do I start with first? Because we're doing... we're doing, okay. So let's do the spirit message. We'll take this one, and then we'll take this one. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take spirit message for before and after. Are you redecorating in there? It looks like. Hey! Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. My apologies. My own female energy is causing problems today. She's trying to turn. She has a little box with some hangs and some paper shavings and stuff, and she's just yanking on it. I actually have something to hold it down because she was just turning it upside down all the time. And she actually got hold of the weight, moved it, and was turning the whole thing upside down. So that's why I had to stop, but I'm back. Let's hope now. Oh, she's back in there. Oh, hopefully it'll hold for another couple of minutes. All right, so the before and after. Maybe it's because we're dealing with a feminine energy here and the troublemaker feminine energy, at least what I'm feeling. That's going to be a little bit of a hassle. Can be dealt with, though, okay? Can be dealt with. All right, so before, you are not alone. I love that that came in. I feel that through the month of January, we've been told that we are not alone. Spirit guides have been making a really loud entrance in all of our readings saying, hey, psst, you got us as a backup. You can tap into us, tap into intuition, tap into your feminine, be open to receive. And I feel that, okay, from guides, from people who have gone. And it says, you're not alone. We're here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. Maybe this energy as well could be from people who have passed. Maybe you never considered a female energy that was here with you in the living who has passed as being part of your team. And that does happen as well, Pisces. So keep that in mind, okay? Last week, I felt the need to ask questions to a long past grandmother, like I said in the membership video that I did. And it was strange because she's been gone since 92. I haven't really felt the need. I loved her. I had no problems with her, but I had questions suddenly that I wanted answered, and I did. I mean, it was fine, right? It was just, like I said, I think, just dealing with this feminine energy. Assume that. So that's the past. It's been like people who are gone, spirit guides, all of that spiritual energy, because your vibration is going higher. I feel that you have been, you know, it's getting there. So what's coming is ancestral wisdom. Oh my God, look at all of this. This is all spirit. This is all spirit energy. And I know you guys will say, oh, this is like a this is a spirit message deck. Yes, but they're not all this way. They're like, you see, light, be proud, love, synchronicity, study. They have just keywords, but this is you're not alone, and you have ancestral wisdom available to you. It's like, we are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we'll keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So it's literally people who have passed here, ancestors who are offering their help. So this is what's coming. I feel that by opening the channels here, you're going to be opening probably, I feel, up to healing in a spiritual form. I'm getting more and more that it's energies that have passed that you need to heal. The the connection to. Okay, I'm going to tell you, it has nothing to do with feminine, but I'm going to quickly tell you about my dad. I had a lot of resentment when he died. I had resentment for him in life. I had resentment for him for a lot of things. Only when did I connect spiritually, and this is what I'm feeling here. When I finally connected with Liam and Mona, and we were doing work and work and work together. Finally, one day I went to see them, and we connected in that triangle. That's what they're showing me. I was here, they were here, we were kind of connected, like almost like we melded into each other, and I got a huge download, which I now realize came from Devate as well, who's the third guide, who I don't see but feel. He's my download dude, if you want to call him. And what came in was about the contract that I had signed with my father. Because my father is also in that place that right before I did that meld with my guides, I saw my biological mother, who was an alcoholic, who made me go through it till the age of 7. I had a grandmother who acknowledged that she ignored me. I hardly knew her. And then I had my father, who had been like an instigator of all kinds. And I thought, what are they doing in my Garden of Eden, right? In my spiritual Garden of Eden. What are these people doing here? And my father just kind of winked at me, like, it's about to become clear. And I wasn't winking spiritually, meditatively, or any of those things, right? I was still like holding on to, yeah, you're a pain in my butt, you know? And when I got the download and understood that him and I were just spirits, right? Spirits agreeing to have this journey, and he agreed to be that father, right? He isn't, in essence, that person. He's a spirit who is helping with that lesson journey. Plus, he was going to cause a lot of disruption here and there and help other people with their lessons, right? Causing chaos was going to be a big thing in this lifetime for him. So he would help. It's like if you need an instigator, he's your guy, right? You go to him going, hey, aren't you going down to instigate some stuff here? Well, could you instigate this stuff too? Because I have stuff I want to learn about this stuff. This is how it is. It's like planning that kind of thing. And he was a big part in mine, right? And when I came out of this, I thought to myself, oh, so we agreed that you would be that ass in my life, right? And it's like, he's winking at me again, going, you're getting it. There you go. You know, it wasn't done to, it wasn't done in the way you thought. So suddenly I get out of this meditation, I'm in tears, I am understanding that this instigation, this emotional hurt right here, okay, this is feminine now, mine was masculine, this pain that I was feeling, this connection of resentment that I was holding on, it disappeared, it dissipated in a matter of seconds, because being mad at him would be asking for me to be mad at myself because I asked him to be that force in my life. So I had to look at things in a very different way. It was a monumental moment in my life. And I think that for some of you, this could be that kind of moment. It could be that kind of moment where you look back and think to yourself, I need to heal these wounds. Okay? Because what it's going to do is it's going to help you heal in the most wonderful way. It's going to keep you emotionally stable. You're going to start really seeing life as happening for you, not to you. Everything that happens, every pain in the butt, every beautiful person, they've all have a role to play. Okay? So, all right, let's move on, because I've talked a lot today about this, but you guys are getting awakening. Some of you guys are going to be I guess dealing with this because you're tapping into a lot of spiritual energy. I feel like I'm guiding you guys to like working even more than before, okay? I'm having you like walk into light work, okay? In other words, like always being tapped into your spiritual energy, your spiritual guides. Okay, so how others see you, how you see yourself. This is a power to surrender card. There's no coincidence why I'm using these at this spot. So, yeah. So how others see you this week. Surrender to receive support and love. You see, this is what I feel. I feel that others right now are going to see you as seeing everything as a supporting cast to your life, right? And then love. Because as soon as that relationship with my father was cleared up, I could finally have a love relationship with my father. So he is very much around me all the time. And I feel a lot of love. The more our relationship grows, the more his spirit side is more prevalent than his human antagonistic side. He's a very different entity than the one he was here on this planet. Yeah. I talk to him all the time. But I recognize that he is no longer the human. There's more love and support there now than there ever was in life. And that was on purpose, okay? And I think that's it. I think that is the big thing. For some of you who have maybe keep thinking of this person as the antagonist, and you know what? I've actually, through time, have seen a few times in the human form when I had interactions with my father where I think I saw his spirit side. It was very few and far between because most of the time he was very much in that persona. But every once in a great while we would have an intense connection, and it was almost like I felt something different. Okay? So, how others see you. Surrender to silence. Yeah. Okay. So for you this week, like I said, there's a lot of healing, a lot of meditating. I think you're going to go, in quiet meditation, contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And it says, allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So if there is people right now in this week offering love, the good kind, the people who are not there to teach you lessons, like, the antagonistic parent or mother-like figure, father-like figure, whichever one it is for you at this point. If you need somebody to talk to, if you need somebody to hang on to, somebody who is of great support, who is the other side of the coin, like my husband was meant to be with me in this life, supporting, uplifting, being that. That's also a hard job, right? To be that one person. So if they see you struggling and they're offering help, go ahead and do it. Okay, it could be a friend. The support system comes in myriad. It could come as another family member, a grandparent, as I had one of those. She stayed until my husband came, and they were both Virgos, almost like synchronistic. It's almost like now I can, put the puzzle pieces together. And then I have my husband. So you have like different people at different times coming in and being that. Okay, that thing for you, right? It could even be support animals. Okay, don't dismiss animals. Animals have a great power to heal and to give you support and love. Okay, when you're sad. Okay. All right, so let's keep going here. What I haven't used. Okay, I haven't used this one yet. So, your hopes and fears for this week. change and a win. Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. And it's also 3 with the Empress. You got 12. Something's coming, okay, this week. You know it's coming. You know that it's whatever it is, it's big. Because it's going to change your perception. That's what I feel. I feel that your perception's about to be changed. It makes a lot of sense. Usually the end of months, beginning of a new month, it brings something in perspective. The word renewal keeps coming in. I feel like spring, and I know it's early for me in February, but I feel an early spring. And within you, I feel the sprout of the, out of this is going to be a little green leaf coming out of the ground. It's going to be very liberating. Ooh, oof. Okay. Heart centers like getting unlocked here. I feel, and with it will come a swell of emotions. Coming out. It's going to, it's really going to do something. As you can feel, I'm struggling. But remember, that's also good at clearing the lymph nodes as well. You wash them. You wash them out. It'll clear you up. Maybe of some very old things that have been there for a while. Okay. So, oh yeah, there you go. I love, 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 love. Okay. So, with this, you have 40 and 49, and somehow they're telling me I've had this combination before. These 2 cards have come out before, and it's in the numbers. It's very strange. It's very strange the way I feel it. Oh, but if you break them down, 49 breaks down to 13, right? 13 breaks down to 4, 4 and 4 breaks down to 8. Great work. The word co-create and observer, both of them coming in together is telling me that unlocking this is adding to your team, okay? These are guides, not guides, I'm sorry. They're people who have been in your life, who are now on the other side. You will be able to add them to your roster of energies that can help you move forward, okay? Because here's the thing. I'm giving you insight here. I'm giving you a cheat sheet, okay? Whenever you go through this, it's going to release you from the negative energies. It's going to release you from the things that have been occupying your mind or kind of locking you in that mode, okay? That, let's say, I'll give you an example. It's a lot easier, okay? For years, tolerated having a father like my father. Still harbored resentment to him for all the things that he put me through that made me had to survive and maybe had to claw for acceptance and love. I, in some instances, hated him. Didn't forgive him. No. He died and I thought, you died alone? That was, I found you. I found you within 4 hours, and that was probably, for everything that he had put me through. And, it sounds a little harsh, Pisces, but at the time it had really hurt me. It was very hurtful. And I thought maybe that was too good for him, right? To actually have anybody find him, because he had made sure there was nobody in his life left. And I realize now that that was done on purpose, okay? He came in alone, he caused a lot of chaos, and he left alone. It was meant that way. He wasn't supposed to have anybody grieving him, even though I did. The thing is that when I look at this now, I was harboring this, and I harbored it for years. I carried it with me for years, and it's poison, okay? It's poison. That kind of energy is poison, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because that it keeps you in a low vibing energy. Whenever you think of that person, or things that happen in your life, or things that happen in the future of your life, and it reconnects to that part of your life, it poisons you. It drags you down. It drags you down. By having this, it releases you. You finally realize, oh, and then you get a little moment of, oh, well, now I have to blame myself because I actually did this to myself if I signed a contract with him. Well, And I spend all this time resenting so much instead of just using it as the strength that it was meant to be, to get me through, to get me to this phase, to this time of my life, right? But they don't want you to live in regret. That's another low vibing energy. The thing is that when you finally realize that these people are on your side, okay, good and bad, you finally start realizing that good and bad doesn't really, there's no thing between them, okay? They're just spiritual energy, okay? We come here to learn. It's a school. So school have lessons, and it can't all be like done in perfection. Like I said, I read up on something. Bad experiences tend to stick, right? So we're going to have some of those. When this change and this shift happens, you realize that now the observer, okay, the person you thought wasn't in your corner is in your corner. And now you can co-create. You liberate the space of the negative energy. You start raising that energy higher. You also liberate the space where all of these memories and these bad things are in, and instead you replace them with knowledge and tools and wisdom. And everything starts shifting. Everything starts shifting. And I think this week is what's about. For some of you, this is going to be big. You may not even, I'm trying to say everything that I went through in one sitting, which is nearly impossible. It is impossible. But the way this is going to impact your life, if this is actually the way I'm reading it, is going to be phenomenal, Pisces. It's going to change you in ways you have never thought possible. So I'm going to leave you with this. Now, for some of you who are not understanding and just, are not ready to be in this situation, I understand. Please don't go all haywire in the comments. I hated that person and I'm never going to, I understand. I completely understand. But if you are ready to look at this, if you are ready to go into your feminine and receive the messages, because that's how it begins. I'm ready to receive the messages, and then you get messages that liberate you. It's not all fluffy. It's not all like, teddy bears. A lot of it is about contracts, life paths, what happened, how you're liberating yourself, how you're breaking the chains, and how that affects you going forward. Then you're ready for this. And I'm ready to be here with you because I've been through it. This is something I know about. And I'm going to be very grateful to share and very happy to share everything that might help you that I didn't have access to, that nobody told me about, and I just kind of went through it on my own, bumping and hitting the ground. This is why us light workers go through things, so we can share our experience so that you can have a guide and somebody to help you through that experience as well. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for being here. I know it ran long, but it's going to be a good week. It's an important week for you. If you're willing to go through it, it's going to be a very important week. I will see you later, tomorrow. We're going to start this journey. We're going to talk about your high priestess and how you get ready to receive, okay? Take care of yourself. Bye for now, my beautiful Pisces.